Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I was looking around on AliExpress and I found this, not that you can see anything, it's got stickers on both sides, but this, and I've needed a little dictaphone recorder for when I'm doing my books. I love to write and I get ideas all the time, and it would just be nice to have a way of just, you know, recording it down, and obviously within meetings and so on it would be very, very valuable too. So I thought I'd give it a go. It wasn't very expensive, but let's unbox it, let's review it, and let's see if it's any good. Before I get on though, I'd just like to thank my patrons. You guys are fantastic. Darren in particular, I really appreciate what you've done for the channel. If you'd like to join them, all the links are in the description. Anyway, let's get on. Right, these are my three recording devices. This is the one I'm going to review today. This one I've already done a review on, and I'll try and remember to put a card up for it. And this one I've had for absolutely years. No stuff on it from years and years ago. I just use them like dictaphones, and I just, you know, if I have an idea for a video or whatever, I can put it on here and it's done. Right, any hoodle-dee-doos. This one here is the one we're reviewing today, so let's have a look in it. Now, I can't even remember what this looked like. It was a while ago that I bought it, and it literally came with a sticker right over the top on both sides, so you couldn't actually see a single thing. But it looks pretty good from what I can see. Now, normally I'd show you everything else before, but I can't remember what it looked like, so I want to look at it. It's a fairly cute little thing, isn't it? It's very light, like a lot of the tech nowadays. It doesn't feel, well, this is probably 3 times its weight. Maybe that's not a good thing, who knows. It is Type-C charging, and like always, it's a fairly rubbish charger. However, compared to some of them, considering the size of the actual item, that's probably double or triple the size of some of the ones I've had. But let's have a look at the instructions. Now, I'm not hoping very much about these. I think this is going to be very Chinglish and not very good, but we'll see. Oh, I thought this was a different language then. No, this is the English side. Okay, it's not badly written. It is a little bit like, for thou should do this, thus, then, kind of, you know, Google translated, but it's alright. The first thing I do with anything like this is I always fully charge it. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll be back once it is fully charged. Okay, so that literally only took about 10 minutes to fully charge. Let me get, so you can see it. We'll go through all the things. It's got buttons on the side, which are clearly marked. And then buttons on the front, which are not so clearly marked, but I'm sure we can work it out. So, before we do, I will go to the user manual and we'll have a look to see, you know, I've already seen that it's written okay, but let's see how easy it is to intuit what it's trying to talk about. Okay, the actual diagram, the writing is absolutely tiny on it. It's still legible, but it's very, very small. Okay, so let's get it into frame. We have on the side then forward and backwards and volume up and down, save and record. So I'd assume, has that just instantly started recording or not? Yeah, it's saying recording, so literally just one flick of the switch and it's now recording. I wonder if I turn it back to down, it will just auto save. Yeah, I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, and it's just playing on repeat. I will say that the sound quality is okay. Well, the speaker quality, I mean, like with this one, for example, this is the older version, and if I just press record now, this one will work from like anywhere in the lower half of my house. This one, if I put it down, let's say in my living room, I can talk around the house like at normal volume, and it will pick up what I say. And the playback, it's a bit slower, obviously. Anywhere in the lower half of my house, this one. If I put it down, let's say in my living room, I can talk around the house. So it's a little I'd say the quality, sound quality, is a little better with this one when it's being played out, but we'll check it on the computer anyway. But I do like the fact that it's just a switch like that, and we are recording. I'm going to hold it flat in my hand because I had noticed that it's because the sort of plastic is very, I don't know, matte. You can hear it when you're moving around. So. That's just my finger. So just that is enough to make all that noise. So that's a bit of an issue, to be honest. One button on off. The menu buttons, when it's on, will go through the actual... let me get a bit closer, actually. We'll go through the actual different recordings. And as we've mentioned before, that's also the volume up and the skip. When you press the little button here, it's now the volume, which is alright. On here's just the off button. So it's very, very simple. Play and pause. This is the menu, yeah. Okay, let's see about going through the menu. Is that as easy? Yeah, okay. I'm not allowed to play that. Okay, so that is the built-in MP3s. I'd be very shocked if they've got the rights to use that. So then, okay, so we just have to go back through it. So we have music. I'm going to bring it up again. It's really hard to show you in this light, but music, record settings, and then last played. And then, as usual, if we want to record, bloop, straight over, and now we're recording. Again, I'm not going to move my hands on this one because I don't want the rustling sound, and we can see what sort of quality the recording is. And in a minute, I'll go out into my kitchen and I will do the same sort of voice, and you'll be able to hear it on the camera and hopefully on here. So now we'll click back, press play. Straight over, and now we're recording. Again, I'm not going to move my hands on this one because I don't want the rustling sound, and we can see what sort of quality the recording is. And in a minute, I'll go out into my kitchen and I will do the same. I will say the quality of playback isn't that good, and I could hear it fluctuating it as if I was talking, going on and out and in, you know, there was like a fluctuation of sound. But what I'll do is I'm going to test both of them, and I'm going to see if one is better than the other, etc. So I'm going to put this one on to record first, and then turn this one on to make sure they're both in view. In fact, I'll turn them around just to make sure that their microphones are facing towards the direction I'm going, and I'll press record on this one and record on that one. Okay, so now I've got all three audio sources. I've got my camera, I've got this old dictaphone, and then this one, and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to continue to keep my voice the same and hopefully not raise it at all as I walk, but we shall see how well it does as I walk around the house. I'm still walking, and I'm walking towards the back door, and I'm now looking out the garden and still talking as I walk back now. Hopefully my voice has been throughout the whole of this, but we shall see if it's been picked up at all. And I am walking now back towards the microphones, and I'm not far away, a metre away, and now I am back. Did you miss me? I thought so. Now we can stop that one and stop that one. Right, let's have a listen, shall we? This one first. Play. That one. Okay. So now I've got all three audio sources. I've got my camera, I've got this old dictaphone, and then this one. And I'm going to walk away. I'm going to continue to keep my voice the same and hopefully not raise it forward. And it just cuts off really quick. That's literally, it cut off almost immediately after I left. try this one out. Again, it's slower, but... That one, okay, so now I've got all three audio sources. I've got my camera, I've got this old dictaphone, and then this one, and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to continue to keep my voice the same, and hopefully not raise it at all as I walk, but we shall see how well it does as I walk around the house. I'm still walking towards that door, and I'm now looking at the garden and still talking as I walk back now. Hopefully my voice has been throughout the whole of this, but we shall see if it's been picked up at all. And I'm walking now back towards the microphones, and I'm not far away, a metre away, and now I am back. Did you miss me? I thought so. Sadly, it's night and day between these two. This one seemed to just cut off sound almost immediately as I walked out the room. This one, you could still hear me all the way through. This one's not a new little toy. So I'm going to put them onto my computer now, both of them, and then I'll show you the audio waves, and we might be able to see that this one actually is still picking it up, but it's just not playing back through the speaker or whatever. So we'll listen, we'll have a look at, and hopefully we'll actually can look at the audio wave from the microphone on the actual camera as well, and we'll see. But so far I'm not too particularly happy with this one. Don't get me wrong, it's lighter and it you know, records much quicker. You literally flip the switch and it's recording. This one takes a few minutes to do all its little initializations and stuff. But yeah, let's just see how it goes then. Let's see what they look like under the microscope, let's say. Okay, I'm going to start by putting the old one in, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so we've got some quite big high waves, and then this is obviously where I've walked into the kitchen, and then I've walked back in. So you can see the progression. We've gone from, you know, me talking directly in front of the recorder into the kitchen and then back out. Now the new one, and look at the difference. Look at how small the actual waves are. This is how little it's actually picked up. So for example, let's mute that. Record on that one. Okay, so now I've got all three audio sources. I've got my camera, I've got this old dictaphone, and then this one. And I'm going to walk away. I'm going to continue to keep my voice the same, and hopefully not raise it at all. And there we go. It basically completely cuts off here. Now, if if we do, it cuts off just here. We can't hear it at all. So if I just nick a bit and, oh, let's move that out of the way a sec. Okay, let's go back. And we'll go all the way to the end again, and now we'll listen to the old dictaphone. On that one, okay, so now I've got all three audio sources. I've got my camera, I've got this old dictaphone, and then this one, and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to continue to keep my voice the same and hopefully not raise it at all as I walk, but we shall see how well it does as I walk around the house. I'm still walking towards that door, and I'm now looking at the garden and still talking as I walk back now. Hopefully my voice has been throughout the whole of this, but we shall see if it's been picked up at all. And I'm walking now back towards the microphones, and I'm not far away, a metre away, and now I am back. Did you miss me? I thought so. Okay, and what I'm taking from that is that at no point did we lose any audio quality. And this is from a dictaphone that's probably 10 years old, maybe a little bit more. And this new one just absolutely bummed out as soon as it got too low. I thought with the newer one I'd have to boost the levels and that it would be the other way around. I thought that the old one would be the one that bummed out, and the new one would be the one that I could boost the levels slightly and I'd be able to hear it. But I haven't even had to boost the levels on the old one. The old one, you can still hear it perfectly. I could boost it and then it would be much, much easier to hear. But at no point was I not able to hear it. So that is really, really interesting. Okay, so as you saw from the footage and the audio out, it's just not any good. Now that cost me around £8. I think it might have been actually £12. I think it was more like £12. And I had a look, and the original one that I've tested against is still on AliExpress for £8. As long as it's the same exact thing, then, you know, I'd highly recommend that one. But obviously I haven't checked one since I bought it originally. But the original one is so much better, and I was just so disappointed that, you know, I'd leave the room and it was just instant cut off. There was no sound, no nothing. So, you know, I won't recommend that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to my patrons. See you again soon. Bye for now.